Yep. Good morning. As promised. I shouldn't even say good. Well, it shucks. It still is good morning. It feel like it's afternoon already, but as promised, I'm getting back on, and you know what I'm saying. Just shouting out to all my people. You know, your boy's looking a little scruffy as of late. Don't worry, we've been on the grind. We ain't had no time to go to the barber shop because, like for real, we're preparing for next week, and I might look a little different. My wife is pressuring me to get rid of my, you know what I'm saying, to get rid of my mane here, my lion's mane. But yeah, all right. So let me just get right into it. I I got on earlier this morning, um, just to, you know what I'm saying, check in with my people and encourage a couple of folks. And as always, and being accountable not only to my partners, but being a David Shands, I just want you to know I'm here and I'm doing the videos, bruh. I'm doing the videos. So he told me that I need to be doing these videos, and so we doing them. So I'm being accountable, and I told everybody that I would be back on today to give you the rest of it. All right, so here it goes. First and foremost, I want to tell you that you can do it. You can do it. If I could do it, then doggone it, you can do it. I'm gonna say that one more time. If I can do it, you can do it. Like, don't be fooled. I'm not like your typical academic type of dude. If we need to speak in terms of qualitative or quantitative, I'm a real qualitative dude. Like, I'm very sensory. I feel things, and I can tell you or give you stuff from, I guess, from an expressive standpoint, more than I can provide documented research and all of that other stuff. Those are for the academic dudes, and I am not that. But what God has allowed me to do, you notice what I said, what God has allowed me to do is to be in a position where I can be classified as an academic dude. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that you can do it. Today was the last class that I've had for my undergrad journey, my undergrad portion of this journey. So what I'm doing between now and Monday and Tuesday is I'm going to be preparing and studying for finals, and then the following weekend we walk in graduation. Not sure if I don't know if people can see or not. I can't see comments or whatever. I know that they're viewers, but I can't see any comments. So just let me know if you are. So I'll probably get them after or whatever. But needless to say, he has allowed me to be able to do this thing. And it's so crazy because he is already, long before I started asking, he had already equipped me to be able to do this thing. And I don't know what it is. Like, for real, I was saying this morning on my Snapchat, like, I don't know what it is that causes you to be held in the place that you are from going to the next level. What's up, Beth? I don't know what it is that is causing you or preventing you from making that move to the next level. Some of you are getting caught up in other people's dreams or other people's ideas of success. Yeah, Nicole, I see you, mommy. And I'm telling you this morning that don't do that. Whatever it is, like I've been beating this dead horse for the last couple of weeks in terms of purpose. Whatever he's put on your heart to do that thing. And you know what you want to do. And here's the funny thing about it too. When I was telling them this morning that you can do it, here's the funny thing. You know you could do it too. That's the funny thing about all of this, is the fact that you know you could do it too. And I don't know what it is, if it's fear or this is good. This is the perfect segue. This morning I wanted to tell you that there's a danger in certainty. There is a danger in certainty. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, for real, you know what the definition of faith is. The Word of God declares it, that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And a lot of the times when I ask people, like, for real, when we start analyzing the things that prevent us from getting from one level to the next, like some of you have gotten a bachelor's degree, some of you have started the business, some of you have done that thing, you've done the first step, right? And this is where the faith kicks in. When I ask people what is the opposite of faith, a lot of the times what people tell me is it's fear or it's unbelief. And I'm here to tell you that's not the case. The opposite of the opposite of faith is certainty. Because the definition of faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. What is the opposite of that? When you have belief in something that you can't see, the opposite of that is certainty, which means that you only believe in what you can see. You only believe in the things that are solid and tangible in front of you. Anything outside of that you don't believe. And what I'm telling you that you're doing is you're preventing yourself from getting all the blessings that God has in store for you. Why? Because you won't exercise the faith. In other words, you're handcuffing God's hands behind his back. Because if I know it's one thing that gets under God's skin is disbelief. Like, for real, everything we believe in terms of like being a Christian or being a man of God, a woman of God, like, for real, the whole gospel or the whole truth is wrapped up in John 3:16. Like, for real, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes on him or believeth on him should not perish. It didn't say, whosoever does hard work, whosoever, lift the most weights at the gym, whosoever does the most kind acts, you know what I'm saying? But whosoever believeth on him. And we said that belief is an action word, meaning that works can't get you into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Works can't, grant you anything in particular, but they're still important because they reflect what's going on inside your brain. And for some of us, you only believe as far as your eyes can see. If your eyes can't see past that, then you don't believe. And I'm telling you all this morning that there's a danger in certainty. We need to start, or you need to start, both of us, because as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. Once you start uncovering the things, or start applying, or start acting on that desire that God has given you, what you start doing is you start opening the door to other stuff that you never knew you could do. You start opening the doors to other possibilities, because let me tell you, prior to this academic journey, I had never even looked at, and this is the reason why I keep telling y'all, like, for real, accountability and having, like I told y'all, my man E.T., my brother from another mother, his mom told me, you hang around 9 broke people, you bound to be the 10th. And that's a principle. You hang around 9 intelligent people. You hang around 9 successful people. You hang around 9 progressive people. You bound to be the 10th. So I surround myself with people who are not on my level, but higher than my level in terms of my academics. Like E, I went to his graduation last year and watched him get that doctorate. My man, Dr. Ty Douglas, shouts out to Ty and Bobby. My man has a doctorate. Shouts out to my man Frankie. He has a doctorate. And so what I was able to do in terms of this, like where I am right now in completing this undergrad, it has now opened up the door to other things, because they already beaten. Shouts out to my man Lou Matthews in Bermuda, who told me years ago, I thought you at least had a master's. And my man basically told me in so many words that he was going to punch me in the face if I didn't go back and get this bachelor's. And so I went back, and here we are. 2 weeks from now, we're looking at graduation. But now it's just so much more than just graduation. I'm looking at or examining all the possibilities now. Why? Because I acted on that thing and I carried out, stayed committed to that thing that I said that I wanted to do. Now I've decided that I'm going to take off a year. And if God should spare my life for the next year, the next move that we're making is we're making the move towards the master's program. Listen, I'm not telling y'all something just to be getting online and to be bragging. I'm for whatever the case may be. I'm telling you that you can do it. I'm telling you that I hate to see my people. I hate to see you like in this position where you've gotten to this certain level and you have a desire in you to go to another level, and for whatever reason you believe in uncertainty and you won't move to that next thing because you can't see past where you currently are. And the God that we serve, like for real, I told y'all, his omnipresence does not mean that he is all over the world or all over the universe all at one time. That omnipresence goes past that. It means that he's in your past, present, and your future all at the same time. He will never put a desire on your heart and never give you the means to be able to nurture that desire or to take care of it. That's not like the God that we serve. Like for real, that's not even in his character. I'm telling you this morning that you can do it. You can do it. What is it that you want to do? I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy. It's a process to it. But I'm telling you that you can do it. And I'm telling you, stop believing in the tangible things that you can only see in front of you and start examining the possibilities. Start looking at the things that, I wonder what would happen if I did this. And even if you fail, it's all a part of the process. You fail, you get up, you dust yourself off, you try again. Because here's what happens. Even though you fail, you know so much more about the process. You know so much more about doing what it is that you set out to do than you did before. So you know more now about what not to do as opposed what to do. And 9 out of 10 times, knowing what not to do will automatically fall in place. So I'm telling y'all this morning that you can do it. I'm looking at my partners, man, like for real, taking steps towards things that they never thought that they could do. And man, it is starting to open up doors in areas. Like for real, how you going to know what you can do or can't do if you never even try to do it? You feel what I'm saying to you this morning? So I'm saying to you that you can do it. Let me just give y'all a biblical story behind this thing real quick. So everybody knows the story of David and Goliath. And shouts out to Pop Anderson, Jeremy Anderson. Shouts out to my boy Jeremy Anderson from the Grace Tour. If y'all haven't followed my man on YouTube, you need to follow what my man is doing in terms of, like for real, touching lives all over the country. Shoot, right now all over the world. Matter of fact, as we speak, my man's in South Africa. So check my man out. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to his father, Pastor Darrell Anderson, and who encouraged me to go back and read the full story of David and Goliath. All right. So y'all know the whole story of David and Goliath. Goliath is one of the giants from the Philistines, and like for real, he was defiling God. And you know, the Israelites, of course, servants of God, whatever the case may be, those were God's people. And everybody was shook to fight Goliath because he was this big giant. They said my man stood at 10 feet and his spear weighed, you know, this amount of pounds and whatever. My man was big, right? And so David comes out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, believing in the God that he serves. This little dude, young dude, he was the youngest of all of Jesse's sons. And my man said, you come here with sword and shield, but I come in the name of God. So my man picks up 5 stones, puts one in the sling, starts swinging it, and claps my man in the forehead, and he's dead. And I'm telling you that just reading the story over and over again, I don't believe that it was the stone that killed Goliath. I believe that it was David's faith that killed Goliath. Go back and read the story. I believe that it was David's faith in what he can do and what God can do through him that killed Goliath. But here's what's even crazier than that. So I read past the story of David and Goliath. Go back and read it in 2 Samuel. And come to find out later on in the game, like for real, that day, the Israelites won. They chopped off the head of Goliath, whatever the case may be. And in years past, the Philistines and the Israelites buck up on one another again, and they catch up in war all over again, right? And this is what's crazy. This is why I'm telling you that you need to do whatever it is in your heart to do so that you can open up the door to all the other possibilities. So the Philistines and the Israelites catch up in war again, right? And what ends up happening is this time the Israelites come up against some children of Goliath, right? Now the sons of Goliath was so much more grotesque than Goliath himself, right? So when they catching up in war, they said that they were so much more grotesque that one of the seeds of Goliath, he had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. Like for real. My man, they said bigger, stronger. I mean, like for real, just more grotesque than the Goliath that came before. And what's so crazy about this whole thing, you would think that they would call for David again to set the war off. But the word of God declares that David fell ill. And what ended up happening when David fell ill, the Israelites was like, all right, cool, we're going to fight. And they fought and they prevailed over all the other 4 giants that they had to face concerning the Philistines. Y'all understand what happened? What happened is that David went, beat Goliath, and what he did was, by beating Goliath, he opened up the doors to the possibilities, such that when it was time to buck up in war against the Philistines again, the children of Israel ended up taxing them. I mean, wearing their tail out and beating the other giants. Why? Because David believed and opened up the doors to possibilities. And he wasn't even in the war. He fell ill. So I'm telling y'all this morning, man, like for real, you can do it. You can do it. All you got to do is believe in who you are and who God says you are and who he created you to be. Like for real, you could do it. Stop playing. I'm at that point now, like for real, man. I wish somebody would tell me I can't do it. What? Crazy. Crazy. And so now, like for real, some of you might think you too old. Let me tell y'all something. Let me share something with y'all. I'm being totally transparent. I don't care, because I know that what God has allowed me to do is for real. He woke up a giant. Like if y'all want to see, go back and read the Hobbit and what is it? The Death of Smaug. Remember what happened when Smaug was in that old castle, and they woke my man up. And I'm telling you, I believe that God has woke. He woke something up inside, and some of you are giants, and you are sleeping giants. You are sleeping giants. I'm telling you today, you could do it. I'm 42. I'm 42, and I'm completing my undergrad. And in a year from now, should God spare my life, because this year I'm dedicating it to my wife, because she held me down like 4 flats, and she allowed me in so many different ways to be able to do this work. So the next year, wherever she want to go, whatever she want to do, next year is her. She want to travel, we gonna travel. She want to, whatever she want to do, this next year is gonna be dedicated to her. And then after we come back, we gonna hit the grind again. And I'm telling y'all that you are stagnant in the place that you are because you believe in certainty. You trust in the thing that is certain. And I'm telling you that once you start believing in God and what he created you to do and who you are, I'm telling you, some of y'all fit in okay, keep playing with it. You go ahead and play with it, and I'm going to go ahead and walk and act in faith. So I ain't going to stay too long. Shouts out to all my people. Yeah, I'm doing it. Just watch. Yeah, Chrissa, I see you. You, Addie. Yup, shouts out to Addie. Shouts out to my man Anthony Lachlan up in the A. But you can do it. That's all I'm telling you today. You can do it. Yup, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Sometimes you got to say it to yourself over and over again for it to sink into your spirit. You can do it. And even if you still shook, just start thinking. Just examine the possibilities in your mind. Because what I found out, what my man E taught me is that, like, for real, and the word says it. The word said, whatsoever a man thinketh, so is he. Y'all think that the Bible is just like, for real, these cute little sayings and stuff? Like, no, for real, that stuff is real. And what E taught me is that wherever you focus your mind, wherever your brain power goes, that's where your energy will follow. So I'm telling y'all right now, even if you don't carry out a work, start thinking about the possibilities. What you trying to do? You trying to lose weight? You trying to start a business? You trying to finish a degree? You trying to get your next degree? What is it that you're trying to do? And I'm telling you, start concentrating, start focusing on the possibilities. Because I'm telling you, the next 5 years gonna pass by. Like my man E told me. Like he said, when I started this journey back in 2008, he told me, I was thinking about going back to school. He said to me, yo, the next 5 years gonna pass by. You might as well spend it trying to accomplish something. Time is one of those commodities. Time is one of those commodities that once you spend it, you can't get it back. You can't get it back. So you might as well spend the time doing something that'll bring you back a return on your investment. A lot of you are investing time in things and stuff that, like, for real, it ain't gonna bring you back no return. So yeah, man, I got work to do. I can't be on this thing all day. My wife got a honey-do list. So I got to get some stuff knocked out so I can get to these books and study for these finals. But I'm telling y'all this morning, Daryl Palmer's, you better believe it, baby. You could do it. Big ups to my brethren, David. David is a prime example. For those of y'all who don't know, my man L. David Harris picked up one of my brethren from way back when, picked up and is living lovely in Jamaica. And my man is doing everything that he wanted to do right from the island. For real, voiceovers, audio books, my man is doing it right there. And so, man, he is a prime example. So shouts out to my man David. Shouts out to all my peoples, man, who have the desire to do something, but you have not yet made a move. Make a move. Make a move. Yup, make a move. Shouts out to my man Dino. What it do, baby? So yeah, let me get on the job, because she got the honey-do list for me today, and I got to get it done, and I got to get to these books. So I'm telling y'all, you can do it. Do not succumb to the dangers of certainty. And like, for real, as always, I'm telling y'all, I'm not introducing you to no particular religion, but what I am introducing you is to the God of the universe. Get to know him. He's got stuff that he wants to give you. Oh, let me be the first person to tell you, he got a whole lot of stuff that he wants to give you, and you in particular, whoever you may be. You are the apple of his eye, and my man is looking to bless you, but he will not bless you before you are ready to receive what it is that he has in store for you. Embrace the process, and let's get it done. It's your boy Quest, man. I love y'all with the love of Jesus. Ain't a doggone thing you could do about it. You feel me? Until Wednesday, man. Love y'all, man. Holla at your boy. Peace.